For this video, I'm going to show you a couple tips on using your Chrome browser. So one of those tips is using your prime real estate up here for your Google bookmarks bar. So if you don't see your bookmarks bar, you should have it anyways, and everybody should have the OP staff bookmarks. But if for some reason you don't see the bookmarks bar that's up here below the URL, you can go to your menu on the top right of Google Chrome, go down to bookmarks, and then you can just make sure to check off show bookmarks bar. And as you can see, it's already defaulted by the district, but just in case you're using a computer at home or something where that isn't defaulted, you can go in here and check that off. So up on top of the bookmarks bar, obviously you can add different bookmarks to this. And by default, whenever you add a bookmark to it, you're going to be clicking on the star button here over on the right-hand side. And you want to make sure the folder is listed as bookmarks bar. When you add bookmarks up here, it's automatically going to add the symbol for that website plus some long text. But we want to really utilize this space as best we can up here because we want to use, we want to be able to add all the different links that we utilize every day up here and that we always want on our fingertips. So whenever you add a website, a tip for you is instead of leaving the name in here that's super long about this website, what you can actually do is if that icon is recognizable, meaning that if you look at it, you can tell what website it is. So in this case, I know that this F is Flippity. I know that this symbol is Seesaw. I know that this symbol is Schoology. I know that this symbol is Google Keep. I know that this symbol is my Gmail. Then I don't actually need the text that goes along with it. So I could just hit backspace and I can delete the name and then I can click done and it will actually save it as just an icon instead of saving it with text, which takes up more space. So that's one of your tips for up here. One of the other tips is that you can also add folders up here. So if I right click on my bookmarks bar, and scroll down to here, I can actually add a folder. So if I click add folder, then I can name that folder whatever I want in the bookmarks bar. So when you're done, click save. You can see I already made one over here called name pickers. So I'm going to show you a little tech tip that I sent out for one of the Tuesday tech tips to go along with this. So Flippity has random name pickers on it. This is flippity.net. And this is a great tool I utilized all the time in my classroom. If I click on the instructions button, this is a place where you can copy and paste student first names from your class. So it already has some default ones in here, so I'm just going to utilize these ones. But let's say you copy and pasted your third period class in here. So it's all the first names for the kids in your third period class. I'm going to title this period 3, just so I know what period this is. And then I'm going to click generate. So now I have all these different tools for picking random students in my class, creating groups up here, teams, seating chart, all this stuff for those kids. There's also a timer built in here along with it. So great resources, and it even says period 3 right on top, so I know what period I'm in. And I can actually bookmark this by clicking on my star. And I can add this not only to my bookmarks bar, but inside that name pickers folder that I already added over here. And just like I told you before, I can edit the name of this bookmark. So instead of deleting it totally, I'm going to call this one P3. I'm going to keep it real short, period 3. I'm going to click done. And now if I look in my name pickers folder, I have P1, which I created previously, and I have P3, which I just created now. So super easy during class to randomly pick a student as I'm going through. Very much more efficient than popsicle sticks, I think. And I have all these other links at my fingertips by just removing the name from the URL of the different websites that I might utilize in class. And then the last thing I want to show you in Google Chrome that could really help you out with organization, aside from organizing your bookmarks bar, is changing what apps actually pop up on your screen on the startup of your browser. So if you go down to settings in Google Chrome, so it's the dot 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 menu on the top right, and then settings. And then on the left-hand side, if you click on startup, this is a place where you can actually change which websites actually open up whenever you open up your browser. So you can either open up one tab. So by default right now, I have it set where it opens up the OP Tech Hub website, but I could add any number of pages that I want. So I could set it up where it automatically opens up my Gmail, automatically opens up PowerSchool, and automatically opens up Clever every single time I open my browser up. So I can add those pages one at a time by clicking on Add Page and pasting the link in. Or if I just had all of those pages up right now, I could click Use Current Pages, and every single page that I had open right now would be added to the list. So you can see I have a lot of tabs open right now, and I don't want all those tabs to open all at the same time, but you can see how that works. I could delete them one at a time as well until I get down to the ones that I actually want. So there's one for Clever. Maybe here's the one for the PDC, so maybe I want to keep that one. And every single time I open my browser, these are the tabs that would actually open at one time. So that'll save you some time having to open those every morning when you get started for the day.